Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. And please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So for today's video, I have this guy and I want to do a gorgeous tutorial for you guys. I already did a review and a swatch and first impressions on this guy. I will link that video up here in case you guys missed it. I also announced my giant giveaway that I'm doing of the Bloodlust palette as well as the Crown mirror. So please make sure to enter that if you haven't already. I will have the details for that listed down below. And yeah, guys, if you want to see a tutorial on how I got this gorgeous look, then please keep watching. Okay guys, let's get started. So before I go in with the shadows, I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star translucent powder. I'm gonna put some of this under my eye because I did do this eye already and notice there is a teeny bit of fallout and my face is already done and I don't wanna get it messed up. So yeah, I'm gonna go quickly put some of this in and we're gonna jump in with the shadows. So I'm gonna start with this gorgeous shade here. This is called Deviant. I have heard a ton of people actually mispronounce this. I'm not sure why, but we're gonna put that onto a big fluffy blender. This is my Wayne Goss 16, and we're gonna start to work that into the crease. So I'm gonna start by patting that down here, and then with slow rocking motions as well as circular, we're gonna start to work that right into the crease. And you want to make sure to bring this nice and high because we are going to be cutting the crease. So we want to make sure when we go in, we're still getting that beautiful lilac color peeking out from underneath everything. Guys, I'm going to say it right now, just from doing this one eye, it's a good palette. People are upset thinking it's not purple enough. I think it's purple enough. I think it's gorgeous. Could we have used one deeper purple? Yeah, I'll say yeah. Yeah, we could have. But guys, so far, so good. I am loving the quality of these shadows. Absolutely beautiful. Once the majority of the pigment is off of the brush, we're going to be brushing it into the corner here because we are, like I mentioned, cutting the crease. We want to make sure that peeks through here, makes it look super cute, super purpley. Just load that up a little more, just build up a teeny bit more before we go in with our deeper shade. Okay, so once we've taken that Deviant shade to about here, we're gonna dip in with a smaller blender. You'll notice that if you keep moving your brush size smaller and smaller, your blend is just gonna be seamless and happen on its own. So we're gonna be dipping in now with a smaller blender. This is an Anastasia A25. I'm gonna dip into this shade here, Vivid Mood. So, so gorgeous. And we're gonna go just slightly lower than where we placed down the Deviant color. And we're gonna stamp again, much like we did with the other color here in the corner. Work it into that corner in rocking motions as well as back and forth and circular. And just move that through the entire crease. And just like we did with the first color, we're gonna make sure that once the majority of the pigment is off of the brush in the corner here, we're gonna slowly start to bring it inwards. Okay, so now we're gonna start to deepen things up. I'm gonna go in with this beautiful Blood Queen shade here. This is a MAC 221 synthetic brush. I'm gonna take this on, really load it up onto the brush here. I'm going to make sure to concentrate this on the outer corner. We're gonna pat, 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 place that pigment on, and then slowly start to move it up and through the entire crease. For this, what's gonna work best is just back and forth motions before we really get into the circular, which is just gonna blend it up and out. And just load up as much as you feel is necessary to get the kind of pigmentation you want. You'll notice with these shadows, they are very buildable. I'm really used to Jeffree shadows, just you go in once and it's like boom. But I love that these are purples and they're buildable because it does make it easier. Purples tend to be a little bit more difficult to work with. So I think he's just trying to troubleshoot that a bit, make it easier for us, which I always love. Now remember, if it's starting to get messy on the lid, it's totally not a big deal because we are going to be cutting the crease. None of that's going to show. So now we're going to go in with a little bit of a deeper shade. So because we don't have a deeper purple than this Blood Queen one here, what I'm going to do is dip back and forth between Dungeon and Blood Queen to hopefully make this one a little bit darker and to just add into the outer corner of our eye. And I'm going to be taking a Wayne Goss 19 to apply that deeper color. And just like we did the other shades, we're going to concentrate on the corner and slowly bringing it up and into the rest of the crease. We're going to be using rocking motions and very slight circular motions. Now to help meld that all together, we're gonna go back in with the Anastasia A25. We're gonna dip into this High King shade here. This is a gorgeous red toned purple, I would call it, like a red base purple. I don't even know if that makes sense. But I'm gonna just run that right in the crease. And I find what that does is it really helps the blend and everything just meld together really beautifully. Now, because I feel like we're a little bit deeper on this side, I'm gonna go in just with this Dungeon shade here. This is my Wayne Goss 19. I'm gonna teeny tiny tap that on the corner, just so that we deepen up the look a little bit to match this other side. For this, I'm using dab, dab, dab motions. Because these are purples, I feel like if you go in and rub them around too much, it's just gonna completely blend away. So these tap, tap, tap motions have proven to be pretty effective in this makeup look. So with this palette so far, I should say. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with that original big fluffy blender. This is a Wayne Goss 16. I'm gonna dip into this Royal Pain shade here, which Royal Pain, yeah. Royal Pain. First of all, this is the type of shade where you can throw into your crease, use it alone and out the door. So gorgeous. I can't get over this palette, guys. It's so beautiful. Anyways, we're gonna dip into Royal Pain. I'm gonna really dust that off because we don't want this look to be predominantly pink looking. But you'll find that when you just run over the edges of everything with a slight pink when doing a purple look, it just really helps meld it into the rest of the eye and look gorgeous. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna run that at the top of everything here, to make sure our blend is nice and faded out. Okay, so after we've taken the eye look here, we're ready to cut the crease. For that, I'm gonna be using some Tarte Shape Tape with a MAC 242. And I do a little fun technique here. If you've been around on my channel, you've seen it a million times, but I do have a bunch of new subscribers. Hi to all of you, by the way. And what I'm gonna do, so I load up my MAC 242 with the Tarte Shape Tape. And what I do is I do one swipe down, look up, see where that imprints, and begin to cut from there. Okay, once we've cut the crease, we're ready to go in with our shimmers, and let me tell you, when I first touched this shimmer and put it on my eyelid, I audibly screamed. This new formula that he's done for the shimmers is absolutely breathtaking. I'm obsessed with it. So first I'm gonna go in with my finger and then perfect the edges with a brush. So first I'm gonna go into this gorgeous pink magic shade here. Like when I'm telling you it's to die for, it's to die for. Like, I mean, it is so vibrant and beautiful. Oh my goodness. So we're just gonna place that right. Do you see that? Do you see that? We're just gonna place that right down here where we cut the crease. Just using my finger because it's just what works best still to this day. It's just what works best. So we're just continuing to load that up here, place that on. And then for the edges, just so I can get really nice and neat in there, I'm gonna be going in with this Morphe M421. And I'm just going to make sure my edges are nice and clean. Once Pink Magic is placed on, we're ready to go into Wet Jewel. So I've already wet this brush. What I'm gonna do is just dip right in. I find that this one, for whatever reason, the Wet Jewel, or is that what it's called? Yeah, Wet Jewel. It didn't quite sit onto the brush. Even when the brush is wet, like it doesn't pick up like this one does for whatever reason. Just thought I would mention it. So I'm gonna dip right in with that. Now I'm gonna dip back in with the MAC 221 Synthetic, and I'm just going to reinforce and deepen that outer corner again. So we're gonna go in with Blood Queen, and we're gonna start to deepen that outer corner again. For this, I'm using patting as well as slight circular motions. I'm also gonna make sure I brush some of that Blood Queen right through the crease. As you can see on this one, when you've cut the concealer, it like very slightly picks up on it, and I just love that effect it gives. So we're gonna very lightly brush that through the crease as well where we've cut. And now to further blend this differentiating line, I'm gonna dip back in with the original color we started with, Deviant, and I'm just going to put that in between where the shimmer and the matte meet, and you're gonna find that that just helps everything, that gradient, just go perfectly. Okay, so once we've taken it here, we're pretty much done with the upper eyelid. So what I'm gonna do is quickly hop off camera, throw on some wing liner. For that, as per usual, I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. And for lashes today, I'm gonna be using Lily Lashes in the style Rome. So I'm gonna quickly go pop those on and I will be back to do the lower lash line with you guys. Hey guys, lashes and liner are on, so we're ready to do the lower lash line. For that, I'm gonna be reaching in with my MAC 212. This is a tight liner brush. What we're gonna do is dip into this shade here, Blood Queen. We're going to very, very closely stamp this on the outer edge of our lower lash line. So we're gonna go in right here and just stamp that on. And then we're gonna go in with a lighter purple. We're gonna go in with Vivid Mood here. And we're gonna just bring it a little bit closer, but we're not gonna come completely into the tear duct. Stamp that kind of on top of what we laid down. Now we're gonna dip in between Deviant and Blood Queen, and we're going to smoke out what we just laid down. So again, for that, I'm using my Wayne Goss 20. Just gonna smoke that out. So we're now done the shadow for the lower lash line. What I'm gonna do is complete it with some mascara and some nude liner, and for that, I'm using my NARS Rue Bonaparte as per usual, and my Milk Mascara. And now for the cherry on top, I'm gonna go in again with the wet jewel shade. This is a MAC 216 pencil brush, and I'm going to put that on my tear duct. Right there, just make everything absolutely pop. Love this shade, it's so beautiful. And this is the finished look. Literally, I love the way this turned out. I am so beyond happy with this palette. Just like Jeffree always does, he hit it out of the park with this palette. While a lot of people complain that it's not purple, I beg to differ. I feel like this is pretty purple. Yes, I do agree that we could have used a deeper plummy purple in here, but if you pair it with, let's say, blood sugar, you're going to have that plummy purple. So I think he did an amazing job with this palette. I'm completely obsessed with it. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you haven't already, make sure you enter the giveaway to win your very own Bloodlust palette along with your very own crown mirror. Guys, these hand mirrors are to die for. I'm so happy I got my hands on two so I can give you guys one. I will list down below how to enter for the Bloodlust palette giveaway. Also, if you've already entered for the mystery box giveaway, I will be announcing the winner on March 1st, so please stay tuned for that. Can't wait for you guys to get a ton more giveaways after both of these are done. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like. Please make sure to leave me a comment. Did you like this collection? Do you like this look? What looks do you want me to do next with this gorgeous palette? And please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.